Hey guys, so I'm going to be explaining the apartheid one-pager assignment in this video. Normally at the end of the week we have like a required Friday quiz. We're going to go ahead and skip that because it feels like we've been in distance learning for like a month and it's only been 2 weeks. I know as a student I really enjoyed learning through creative expression, so we're going to go ahead and introduce this assignment that allows some of that creative expression. If you're one of those students who does not like creativity, like that's not your thing, don't worry, I got your back. So for this assignment, step one is to review your notes, mark vocab, important ideas, events, phrases, and anything that describes life under apartheid. So a good place to start will be those apartheid DBQ notes, and you can use the information on any one of these slides. Okay, so Pan-Africanism is a definition. I could highlight and mark that in my notes. Apartheid is a definition that's already marked for me. Just make sure that if you are marking these notes that it's your own individual copy. So don't mark the ones that are on Google Classroom. Make sure you make a copy of those notes by clicking File, make a copy, entire presentation, and then make sure it's organized in your drive. So that way your drive doesn't become a hot mess. All right, the next step is to either on a plain sheet of paper or on a Google slide, fill the entire page with drawings, images, quotes, and representations of life under apartheid. So if you're one of those students that really likes drawing and that kind of creative expression, feel free to do so. You even have the freedom to like actually paint or use whatever medium you prefer because we're distance learning. If you're one of the students where drawing's not your thing, don't worry, you can always do this on a Google slide. In order to do that, you would just in your drive click new Google slide and it'll show up with something like this, except not already filled out. There you go. And it'll just be a blank slide and you can kind of do whatever you want to the slide. So you can go ahead and add your title, copy and paste some pictures in there, and use the text boxes to write different vocab words and their definitions. You can get real fancy and kind of make them tilty and put them all over your slide. You can get fantastical with these slides if you so choose to do it on a slide. Okay, not to brag, but I was a really good PowerPoint maker back in the day because I didn't have cable or video games. So I spent my summers making not Google Slides, but PowerPoint presentations. It's a real cool kid. All right, and then if you're doing it on a slide, you're going to want to either type your level 2 or 3 question in the speaker notes and your summary in the speaker notes, or if it's easier, you can just make a new slide and then type your summary and a level 2 question on that next slide. Okay, whatever is easiest for you. If you're going to do this on a sheet of paper, just make sure you take a picture of both front and back of your one-pager and submit that on Google Classroom. You can email it to me or text it to my Google Voice text message, whichever way is easiest for you guys. All right, so requirements, you can just check right here in the rubric and that's going to give you all the requirements you need along with the point values. So on the front side, before you turn this in, make sure you have 3 pictures. Oh man. That represent life under apartheid, 3 vocab words or phrases from the notes that represent life under apartheid, and then make sure you have a title and you filled your whole page with images or text. On the back side before you turn it in, or if you're doing this on Google Slide on the second slide, make sure that you include a summary of life under apartheid using 5 or more sentences. Remember, we're focusing on using details and specific examples effectively in our writing, so make sure that your summary includes some specific details and examples. And then make sure you write that level 2 or 3 question. If you're not sure what a level 2 or 3 question would look like, check this little description right here. All right, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. This isn't going to be due until December 22nd. I want you guys to take your time with this, and we're going to continue learning about apartheid. As we continue learning about it, you can take any of that information and add it to your one-pager. All right, before my computer runs out of battery, I got to go. Have a great weekend, guys.